Today we'll take a look at 5 extremely bizarre mysteries that has yet to be solved. Stay tuned for number 1. Number 5. Let's go all the way to Central Asia. There's a small village in Kazakhstan called Kalachi where a very bizarre phenomenon is happening strictly around that area only. They call it the legend of the Sleepy Hollow. The reason why is because every 10th of the villagers tend to fall asleep on broad daylight and are unable to wake up for several days. Over the last 2 years, this strange mystery has afflicted as many as 100 villagers. There's one case where 60 of the villagers have fallen unconscious all around the same time and haven't woken up in several days. Doctors, toxicologists, and even radiologists haven't been able to come up with a proper scientific explanation for the sleep epidemic. Number 4. It is sometimes nicknamed the Devil's Triangle or even the Deadly Triangle, but it's better known as the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is an area that stretches from the coast of Florida to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, geographically forming 3 vertices. You may ask yourself why this is even added to the list, or better yet how it accumulated such nicknames. It was allegedly held responsible for thousands of disappearances and for numerous plane crashes along with shipwrecks. The most recent case was on December 6, 1965. On that day, an aircraft had disappeared. A pilot and 1 passenger was on board heading to the Bahamas. One theory surrounding the Bermuda Triangle made by researcher Ivan Sanderson suggested that the mysterious disappearance are the results from vile vortices, where he says that tremendous hot and cold currents crosses the most active zones, which causes electromagnetic gymnastics affecting instruments and vehicles. Number 3. The Bible's imagery of hell are people crying endlessly in a pit of burning fire. You may or may not believe in hell, but you still want to hear this. In Siberia, a geological group digged a hole about 14.4 kilometers deep into the Earth's crust, only to hear something that seemed more than strange. At first, they heard a high-pitched sound, thinking it was coming from their digging devices. They heard the sounds again and were assured that it was more than that. It was the sounds of screams from millions of humans, screams of sufferings, screams of condemned souls. They used a special device that eliminated the sound of plate movements and recorded the sound that were heard. Here's a sample of what they recorded. You be the judge. Number 2. A young 26-year-old woman from Vietnam had a very weird effect happen to her. The smooth, pale-skinned woman quickly turned opposite within days to come. The woman apparently aged from 23 to 73 years old in just a couple of days. She says that it's the result of lifelong allergic reaction to seafood. Doctors predict that the woman may have suffered of what they call mastocytosis, which is a rare skin disorder where the body produces too many mast cells. She gave up on treatment and began wearing face masks as she believed that it was destined to happen. Number 1. A 200-year-old mummified monk was discovered in Mongolia. In Buddhism, when a monk resides in a lotus position, the left hand is open and the right hand symbolizes the preaching of sutra. The body of the monk was found sitting cross-legged in a lotus position and was wrapped in animal hide. It is believed to have been the famous body of Mongol Buddhist monk Dorso Itikolov. His story is quite fascinating because the body you see there is believed to still be alive, but is just in deep meditating state. Before he went into this deep state, he instructed those gathered around him to visit and to look at his body in 30 years. He placed himself in a lotus position and began to meditate. He started to chant a prayer for the dead. 200 years later, his body seems to have little signs of disintegration. Do you believe that humans are capable of reaching this deep meditating state? Comment down below and let us know what you think.